This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there.
Tigers will take over. First and 10.
There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The running back here on a direct snap.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Look at that powerful run. They can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Play action here on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Watkins. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He shreds the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. To the air, it's Harris. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. More big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 with the first possession. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Back to throw. It's Harris. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll hand it off. As the first down is still going. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Looking to throw. It's Harris. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, handoff inside. The Sooners are in the red zone now. Tailback with another carry. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Puck quickly. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And there's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Rotates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators call good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back. The back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. End zone ahead. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Back to throw. It's Harris. Here's a quick screen to the receiver.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops it just short of that first down marker. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He escapes the pocket. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
This is what you love to see, right? The quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback looks right. Caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Harris. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to. Yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Here's the 2nd down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense. And
oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
7th play of the drive coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking.
The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to pass. It's Harris. The pocket breaking down. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
LSU 35, Oklahoma
7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
29 Philly.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The shotgun handoff here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
It's third down for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back, it's Harris. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Sooners. Great connection there for 6 points.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Breaks free. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Same tailback, another carry. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Fights off a defender.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Toss play to the outside. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires quickly to the left. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. They're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Cricket.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And they tack on the extra point. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going. Looking deep down the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 11, set to advance on the football.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's got the first and still going. Breaks into the clear. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. He's looking to scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And now the handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Harris. It's an out route, the catch made. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense getting set. It's second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What's another incompletion? Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we get another fourth down for this quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Grinding away on the ground. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, this aggressive nature has gotten them the lead that they're enjoying right now. But I got to think, at third down, run the football. Just keep working that clock and enjoy the victory.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Harris. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Sooners. This passing game is still on fire.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Harris. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately,
looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep for late game heroics. Touchdown, Sooners. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball into the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. He's swarmed by the defense.